left lane this time. It doesn't start with a strike. You know, Brunette picked to finish. He has the choice. He wanted to finish on that left lane. Maybe he saw that Gibbs had some trouble and said, maybe he'll get an open right away. And boom, double pinochle.
Well, he just moved from 1 to 2 opens unless we see something sensational on the shot. Boy, you're cruising right along. Throwing lots of strikes. You take the commercial break in between games. You calm down a little bit, and bingo.
Sometimes the speed slows down a little bit in that den, and because the adrenaline is calmed down a little bit. This guy's adrenaline seems to be going full throttle all the time.
Plenty of room on the opening shot, and Brunette comes out with a strike, and he is fired up from the onset.
And the crowd just comes alive. This guy throws a strike, and the crowd just boom.
Well, he has 2 daughters that live here in Naples. But more importantly, watching him last night, every time he would strike, he would high-five half the people in the crowd. I mean, this guy was getting people involved. Bowled in his first senior tournament in this house a year ago and finished 11th.
Right.
That better hook. And it did. Out of nowhere, Brunette brings it back for the light hit double.
Puts out his handicap 5 from Robert-Gibbs.
He's just out having fun. Win or lose, it doesn't make any difference.
Oh, don't kid yourself. He's having fun, but it's more fun if he wins.
Okay. Robert-Gibbs trying to wipe the smile off his face with a strike on the right-hand leg.
Suddenly things have changed now. Let's see what kind of an adjustment he makes on that left lane. He's got to move in, Dan.
Well, I think you might be right, though, Mike. I think the ball speed was a little bit slow, and that's why it overreacted.
I still think he needs to make some kind of an adjustment on this left lane. Move in or board. I would.
Oh, this is wide right.
Well, he did. 2-4-8. Suddenly you go from 6 to 7, and we watched Winger do that in the first match, and you don't win too many that way. He moved in. Closer to the third arrow, sent it wide, 2 wide. And a tough spare. 13 out to 6.5. That's a lot. Speed down soft. He needs that softer speed so the ball will roll back.
Good look at the line Robert's playing on our Brunswick bowler track. Another spare conversion. Not exactly the way that you would draw it up, Mike, but he got them all down.
It's an adventure.
Innovative attempt there.
Yes.
Brunette for 3 in a row. Ooh, diced up the rack nicely. 5-pin, or was it the head pin that went to the wall and didn't get the 10?
Both of them.
Yeah. Changes balls for the spare. And Jerry Brunette asked him about his thoughts making the final 5, and this was his response.
Well, I just want to bowl as well as I did all week long and make my good shots, and hopefully I could win.
And tell me something about the kids. I know that you have an opportunity to transport some kids in the Rochester city school systems.
Right, I work for the Rochester City School District and transport handicapped children. I've been doing it for 17 years now.
You want to say anything to the folks back in Rochester?
What could you say? You know, the crowd says it all with this guy. Light, the 10 pin's there, and it gives the gentle touch and falls over, and he gets the crowd stirring.
The point I was going to make before was that he wanted to say hello to everybody in Rochester, all the kids, because he just wants to win this very badly for everybody back there. He's a tiger, that one right there. Ahead by 21, but if Robert strikes here, he cuts that lead to 11.
Now we'll see. Robert's got to do something on this left lane. Lost it for a couple of frames here. Give it room again. Here it comes. Oh.
He caught all of that one at the bottom of the swing. He just decided to overpower it a little bit.
Nice weapon if you got it.
Yeah, when you can reach back for another 15%, it's a big advantage.
It was never in my arsenal, so.
Brunetti on a strike. And you have to be impressed. He has done nothing but hit the pocket. Hitches up his trousers. I mean, he's ready to throw the second shot before the ball's even back.
He's been doing this muscle man's pose, you know, as a mock thing with Hercina all week long, and it's just kind of, he does it all the time now.
Trying to go ahead by 31. Runs it out, takes out the 6th pin, and there is Jerry Jr. looking on. Obviously, he appreciates what's happening. The Brunetti clan fired up here at Woodside Lanes in Naples. When we come back, will Jerry advance to take on John Hercina? That's the big question.